Brothers and sisters, today we explore something deep within us, not just our spirit, but the very blood that gives us life. O positive and O negative blood types. You may ask, why does this matter? Because blood carries more than oxygen. It carries our ancestry, our genetics, our temperament, and perhaps our destiny. The O blood group is the oldest, the original. It is the root of all other types. People with O positive and O negative blood are often called universal givers and universal connectors. They are born with something rare, not just biologically, but spiritually. These individuals are often natural leaders, resilient warriors, and disciplined minds. In martial arts and meditation, we observe that those with O blood types carry a strong presence, a calm but powerful aura. O positive people often exhibit high energy and determination. They are the people who keep going long after others have stopped. They carry warmth, generosity, and strength. O negative individuals are even rarer. They have a mystical quality, intuitive, often misunderstood, but deeply grounded. They are protectors. Their blood can save anyone. This is not coincidence. It is a metaphor. These are the people who often sacrifice for others, carry burdens in silence, and yet radiate quiet power. So if you are O positive or O negative, know this: you are not ordinary. Your biology reflects strength, resilience, and service, but with this power comes responsibility. Use your strength to lift others. Use your energy to heal, not harm. The O blood group is considered the primordial blood type, the foundation from which all other blood types evolved. It dates back to the earliest humans, long before civilization was born. In the study of genetics and anthropology, researchers have found that O was the first blood group to appear in our evolutionary history, making it not just biologically significant, but symbolically powerful. When we say O blood types are ancient, we do not merely refer to time. We speak of origin, of raw human survival. These were the bloodlines of the first hunters and gatherers, the people who had to be strong, alert, and adaptable to survive in an unforgiving world. The O blood group is believed to be dominant among early human tribes that thrived by physical endurance, sharp instinct, and a deep connection with nature. This origin story is important because it explains certain personality traits often observed in people with O positive and O negative blood types. These individuals may carry within them that ancestral drive, the primal intelligence and strength that helped humanity rise. They tend to have a strong immune system, high resistance to stress, and a natural fight-or-flight response that is sharp and decisive. In spiritual traditions, including those found in the East like Shaolin philosophy, such primal roots are not considered primitive, but pure. The absence of A or B antigens in O blood represents a sort of biological neutrality, a clean slate, a return to the most basic and powerful form of human vitality. Understanding that O blood types are the oldest is more than a scientific fact. It is a reflection of a deeper truth. It means these people are wired with survivor instincts, with strength etched in their DNA, and a capacity to lead from the front, much like our ancestors once did in forests, mountains, and deserts. People with O positive and O negative blood types are often described as natural leaders. Individuals who don't just follow the path, they create it. Their leadership isn't always loud or aggressive. Sometimes it's quiet, commanding, and instinctive. It's the kind of presence that doesn't need validation because it emanates confidence from deep within. Historically, those with the O blood type were considered warrior types. Anthropologists associate this blood group with the earliest human beings, hunters, protectors, survivors, who led their groups not just with physical strength, but with vision and courage. That legacy seems to live on in modern O-type individuals who often feel a deep sense of purpose, whether they are aware of it or not. These individuals are often seen stepping up in critical situations, They are the first to respond in a crisis, the ones others turn to when decisions need to be made. They tend to be decisive, resilient, and highly focused when challenges arise. This isn't just random personality. It's something that may be deeply connected to their biological makeup. Their bodies are wired for action, their minds for strategic thinking, and their energy for endurance. In spiritual and martial traditions, especially in the teachings of the Shaolin Temple, true leadership is not about control, but about responsibility, self-mastery, and the ability to serve others while staying centered. This perfectly aligns with what we often observe in people of O blood type. They don't seek leadership for ego, but are drawn to it by their nature, often finding themselves in roles of guidance, mentorship, or protection. What's even more fascinating is their mental toughness. These people can endure setbacks, betrayals, loss, and hardship, and still rise again. They lead because they've learned from pain. They lead because they've been shaped by both fire and silence. Their strength doesn't just come from the body. It comes from the soul, forged over time. Whether on the battlefield, in a boardroom, or in the quiet corners of life where someone must take charge, those with O positive and O negative blood often embody the archetype of the warrior, leader, strong, courageous, humble, and unshakable in purpose. Among all the blood groups, those with O negative blood type are known as universal donors, a rare and remarkable biological gift. Their blood can be given to anyone, regardless of the recipient's blood type. This means that in emergencies, trauma situations, or life-threatening conditions where time is critical, it is the O negative blood that is most valued, most trusted, and often most needed to save lives. But this universal donation ability isn't just a medical fact, it's also a powerful metaphor. People with O blood types, especially O negative, are often universal givers in life, not just in hospitals. They are the kind of individuals who step in when no one else can or will. They give their time, their energy, their compassion, and sometimes even their peace of mind to support, protect, and uplift others. They are often the unseen heroes, the silent supporters. They give without expecting recognition. Their generosity isn't transactional, it's instinctive. Just as their blood can serve anyone, their character tends to reach across social, emotional, and even spiritual boundaries. They connect with people from all walks of life because they carry within them a neutral strength, not burdened by bias or self-interest. This role of being a universal giver is not easy. It can be exhausting. Many with this blood type report feeling drained at times, as if they carry not just their own emotions, but the emotional weight of others. But still, they continue to give, because something within them compels them to care, to help, to serve. It's as if their very existence was designed to support life in every sense. In martial arts philosophy, especially in Shaolin, the idea of giving without expectation is seen as the highest form of spiritual discipline. To serve others without ego, to give without keeping score, is a path of both strength and humility. This reflects the essence of the O negative blood type, a rare gift offered freely with no condition. O positive individuals, while not universal donors, are still able to donate to all positive blood types, which makes them extremely valuable in their own right. Their giving nature is reflected in how they often offer their presence, encouragement, and physical energy to others. Whether through action, support, or leadership, they embody a spirit of generous vitality. To have blood that can save anyone is not a coincidence, it is a calling. And those who carry it often feel that inner calling in many aspects of their lives. People with O positive and O negative blood types are often described as having a naturally high energy level, not just physical stamina, but a deep reservoir of inner drive that fuels their actions and decisions. This energy is not chaotic or restless. Instead, it is directed, purposeful, and often rooted in a strong connection between body and mind. It's this energy that allows them to push through challenges, remain active in the face of adversity, and stay mentally alert when others begin to fade. In everyday life, you will often notice that people with O blood types don't give up easily. They have a kind of grit, mental toughness that allows them to face obstacles with persistence. Whether they're dealing with personal struggles, professional setbacks, or emotional stress, they tend to find ways to recenter themselves and keep moving forward. This isn't just resilience. It's a blend of emotional intelligence, self-control, and determination that sets them apart. Their emotional strength comes not from avoiding pain or ignoring feelings, but from embracing them and learning how to transform them into power. Many O-types are known to have a stable emotional core, which means that even when emotions run high, they can process them with clarity and balance. This makes them powerful anchors in any situation, especially in times of chaos when others need someone calm, centered, and confident to rely on. In ancient disciplines like Qigong, Kung Fu, and Shaolin meditation, energy is known as Kai, the life force that flows through us. Individuals with O blood often show a natural connection to this life force, both in movement and stillness. Their ability to sustain energy and maintain emotional clarity often makes them more successful in long-term physical practices, athletic pursuits, and even leadership roles, because they can remain composed under pressure. They also exhibit a kind of emotional endurance. While many people may become overwhelmed by the emotional weight of life, those with O positive and O negative blood types tend to process and release emotions more effectively, using them as fuel rather than allowing them to become blocks. They are rarely paralyzed by fear or doubt for long. Instead, they convert those feelings into purposeful action. What's truly special is that this combination of energy and emotional control often gives them a natural influence over others. They become motivators, stabilizers, and protectors in their families, friendships, and communities, not because they are loud or dominant, but because their vibration is steady, their spirit is strong, and their presence inspires action in others. Among all the blood types, O negative stands out as the rarest, accounting for less than 7% of the global population. This rarity makes it not just medically valuable, but also symbolically profound. In many cultures and spiritual philosophies, that which is rare is also regarded as sacred, mysterious, and powerful. And those who carry this blood type often reflect that same enigmatic energy in their personalities and lives. O-negative individuals are often described as quiet observers, deep thinkers, and intuitively wise. They tend to absorb the energy in a room before reacting, sensing things that others overlook. Their presence is not loud, but it is undeniable. There's a sense that they know something deeper, something unspoken. They often have an uncanny ability to read emotions, perceive intentions, and feel the vibrations of people and environments around them. It's as though they are tuned into a different frequency, more subtle but more profound. This mysterious quality is not a performance, it is their natural state. Many people with O-negative blood type report feeling different from a young age, not in a superior way, but in a deeply personal, spiritual sense. They are often more sensitive to energy, drawn to solitude, and connected to nature. These traits, when properly understood, can become powerful tools for creativity, empathy, and spiritual growth. There's also a scientific curiosity about O-negative blood. It lacks the A, B, and Rh antigens, which is part of what makes it universally compatible for blood donation. But this also raises questions in genetic studies, as the Rh negative factor is relatively rare and doesn't follow some typical patterns of inheritance. Some researchers have even suggested that O negative blood may carry unique genetic markers, fueling a sense of mystery around its origins and its bearers. On a personality level, people with O negative blood are often independent thinkers. They don't easily follow trends or go with the crowd. They're not rebellious for the sake of it. They simply seek truth in their own way. They value authenticity, depth, and purpose. This can make them seem distant or misunderstood in social settings, but it's not because they lack empathy. It's because they operate from a place of inner truth and higher awareness. Even their energy is often different. While others may burn bright and fast, O negatives often carry a slow, burning, enduring flame. They are not always the first to speak, but when they do, their words carry weight. They are not always seen, but when they act, their influence is felt long after. In many traditional teachings, the rarest warriors are not the ones who stand on the battlefield yelling. They are the ones who walk alone through silence, carrying wisdom, compassion, and a profound connection to something greater than themselves. This is often the spirit of the O-negative individual. O-positive, while more common than O-negative, still shares this air of strength wrapped in mystery. These individuals often possess the same deep instincts and spiritual depth, but express them through dynamic action and external leadership. Together, both types mirror the visible and invisible forces that shape the world, the outer warrior and the inner sage. People with O-positive and O-negative blood types often demonstrate a unique harmony between the physical body and the inner spirit, a balance that many strive for but few naturally embody. In traditions like Shaolin philosophy, this union of physical strength and spiritual awareness is considered the highest state of being, a condition where mind, body, and soul move in perfect alignment. From a physical standpoint, individuals with O blood tend to have a strong, responsive immune system, a high level of stamina, and a natural capacity for physical endurance. Whether it's through martial arts, sports, or disciplined physical labor, they often thrive when engaging in practices that require focus, power, and persistence. But what separates them from others is that their physical prowess is usually paired with mental discipline and emotional intelligence. This dual strength of the body and of the spirit creates a kind of inner equilibrium. They are not just physically active, they are intentionally present in what they do. Their movements often carry purpose. Their decisions stem from deep self-awareness, and their energy seems to flow in sync with their environment. They don't just act, they respond, in tune with both external situations and internal states. In Eastern practices like Qigong or Tai Chi, energy Qi is guided not by brute force, but by mindful flow. People with O blood types often show a natural aptitude for these disciplines. Their ability to channel energy smoothly, sustain effort over time, and remain calm even during intense physical or emotional activity is a reflection of their biological and spiritual grounding. Moreover, this balance extends into their lifestyle choices. Many O-type individuals instinctively seek harmony in their routines. They are drawn to natural foods, outdoor activities, meditation, and environments where they can reconnect with their core energy. They may not always be aware of the biological basis, but they often gravitate toward habits and practices that enhance their vital life force. Emotionally, their balanced nature means they are less likely to be reactive and more likely to observe, breathe, and respond with intention. They're the people who, even in crisis, keep their feet on the ground and their hearts steady. Their spiritual practices, whether prayer, meditation, stillness, or movement, often become daily rituals that keep them centered and resilient. What makes this balance even more fascinating is that it's often refined over time. Many people with O positive or O negative blood go through stages of spiritual awakening that align with physical challenges or transformations. As they grow, they integrate their struggles into wisdom, making them not only strong, but gracefully strong, capable of handling hardship without becoming hardened. In the teachings of Shaolin, the warrior monk trains the body to protect the mind, and trains the mind to protect the spirit. This reflects the natural path of many O-type individuals. Their journey is often not just toward physical fitness or mental clarity, but toward a wholeness of being where strength and serenity live side by side. With the strength, resilience, and rare qualities that come with O positive and especially O negative blood types, there also comes a profound and often unspoken responsibility to serve. This is not about obligation imposed from the outside. It's an internal calling, a sense that one's gifts are not meant to be hoarded but shared. It is the quiet understanding that strength, when kept only for oneself, becomes stagnant, but when offered to others, it becomes transformative. O-negative individuals, known as universal donors, possess a biological capability to save anyone's life in a moment of crisis. But beyond the hospital and the blood bank, many of them seem to feel an innate desire to protect, uplift, and give. They often find themselves in roles where they are the foundation, the one who listens without judgment, the one who shows up when others don't, the one who takes the hit so others can be spared. They don't do this for applause. In fact, they often prefer to remain in the background, but their impact is undeniable. There is something deeply spiritual about this trait. In many sacred traditions, from Buddhism to Stoicism to indigenous wisdom, the greatest warriors are not those who conquer others, but those who conquer themselves and use their power in service of peace. People with O blood types frequently embody this paradox, great strength paired with deep humility. They may be capable of asserting dominance, but instead they choose patience, compassion, and self-sacrifice. This sense of duty is also linked to their emotional and energetic makeup. Many O-types feel deeply affected by the suffering of others. Whether it's a global tragedy or a quiet personal struggle, they often absorb that energy and instinctively search for ways to help. Some become teachers, caregivers, rescuers, volunteers, healers, or leaders, not for recognition, but because their conscience won't allow them to turn away. In modern life, where selfishness is often rewarded and vulnerability is hidden, O blood type individuals can feel like outliers. They operate on a different code, a code of honor, responsibility, and service. They may face moments where they are taken for granted, misunderstood, or even used, but despite that, they continue to serve because that is what their inner compass points them toward. This responsibility is not always easy. It can be exhausting, lonely, and even painful, but it is also sacred. Those with O positive and O negative blood carry a kind of universal connection, biological and spiritual reminder that life is not just about survival or success, but about being of use, about healing, about making the world lighter for someone else. In Shaolin wisdom, there is a phrase, "To give is to receive the highest form of strength." Those with O blood understand this truth not as a concept, but as a way of life. Whether through physical support, emotional steadiness, or silent sacrifice, they embody the responsibility of the strong to protect the weak, to lead with heart, and to serve with honor. So, what does it truly mean to have O positive or O negative blood? It means you carry within you not just a biological trait, but a legacy, a silent strength passed down through generations of warriors, healers, protectors, and leaders. Whether you realize it or not, your blood is a symbol of resilience, connection, and service. It's a reminder that you are not made to fit in. You were made to stand out, to lift, to guide, and to give. In this world, where noise often drowns out purpose, and chaos challenges our balance, those with O blood types are like anchors, strong, steady, rare. You are the quiet force in the storm, the giver in the crowd, the one who continues even when no one is watching. So honor your nature, sharpen your strength, guard your energy, and remember, your rarest gift is not just in what flows through your veins, but in how you choose to live it every day. Be the leader, be the giver, be the example, because the world doesn't just need more people, it needs more people like you.